Grand Theft Auto 4 was released on April 29, 2008, and players who were interested in myths and legends were excited to see what a myth hunter could find in the game. However, Grand Theft Auto 4 pales a little in comparison to San Andreas when it comes to myths. Although, there was speculation that it will have much deeper secrets, since the game is next generation, which would allow the developers at Rockstar Games to add much more content. The game takes place in Liberty City, based on New York City, and looking at the size of the map and attention to details, it did not take long for the first rumors of scary sightings to surface. Many of these rumors turned into myths, and some yet to be proven or disproven to this day. Let's look at some of the myths and legends in Grand Theft Auto 4. Alligators in the sewers. Just a couple of months after the release of the game, rumors surfaced of alligators in the sewers of Liberty City. Some of the first posts of this rumor can be traced back to GameSpot forums. It gained attention and soon became one of the first myths. And no wonder, because it had some foundation to back it up and make the players suspect that there was something hiding in the sewers of the city. An article in the in-game news website Liberty Tree mentions the constant surfacing of dead pop stars, Sasquatches, giant alligators, secret cities, invincible criminals, and dogs. This article might just be a nod from Rockstar Games to the myth-hunting community, but many tried to look for themselves if the rumors are true. However, the problem was there is no way to find access to the sewers in Liberty City. All the entrances seem to be sealed or inaccessible. There is another article post in the in-game website Craplist, a parody of the then famous real-life Craigslist, in which a user writes about losing their pet crocodile. The myth about alligators in the sewers seemed interesting, and with the design of the map and the city in the game, it provided some scary atmosphere whenever a player looked around for alligators near sewer entrances. However, after many investigations, the results were disappointing, and this myth was ruled out as false. The in-game article in the Liberty City Tree website, as we mentioned, is probably a nod to the myth-hunting community, and the post in Craplist could be a reference to the 1920 real-life stories about alligator sightings in New York. RATMAN. Another early myth in the game. The rumors of a crazed man with rat-like features surfaced on forums almost at the same time as the alligators rumors in 2008. The RATMAN myth gained a huge attention and became the most famous myth in GTA 4. There is also a post in the game's Craplist website about human lab rats for experiments, which players connected with the myth. Much evidence was brought forward, with one of the earliest ones being this picture. It is mostly believed by players that RATMAN can be found in the subway tunnels, attacking the player and then running away deeper in the tunnel with abnormal speed. Because of the popularity of this myth, there have also been attempts to find a RATMAN NPC model in the game's internal files. Searches have been futile, but considering that mysterious files were found known as Phantom Files, their purpose is yet to be revealed. Therefore, many believed that there might be some RATMAN files still hidden in the game. Because of that, this myth is still considered possible. Museum Ghost. Now let's look at a less known myth. This one also surfaced around 2008, and some of the first posts can be traced back to the GTA forums, and even a video from July 4th, 2008. The Liberatorian, a museum in Middle Park, has numerous Easter eggs and some myths. According to rumors, players have experienced paranormal disturbances inside the museum, such as the displacing and falling of objects and antiques. Some players have theorized that the antiques are possessed by ancient spirits. Unlike the RATMAN and alligator myths, this one has no foundation support from the game, like posts in in-game websites or radio or anything. It was all based on claims and rumors. There was no solid evidence, thus leaving the myth as false. The Bloody Apartment. In the myth-hunting community, myths have a category called myth locations. This category includes scary, mysterious, or strange locations in the game that aren't necessarily connected to any monsters, entities, ghosts, or any living beings, but it had scary atmosphere or clues that something mysterious happened or is happening there. The Bloody Apartment myth is in that category. It's located in Northwood, and the owner of it is Dwayne Forge, an NPC involved in the game's main story. Blood trails run through its corridors, the source of which is never revealed in the game. The trail begins as a single blood splatter just outside the apartment's entrance, becoming several blood splats in the corridor, leading to a puddle of blood on the living room floor. Players theorized that during the time in the story when Dwayne Forge was in prison, homeless people could have moved into his apartment, and maybe some conflict happened there, resulting in bloodshed. Another theory is that Dwayne himself committed a murder in the apartment. Theories of the blood in the apartment vary, but nothing is confirmed. Eddie Lowe. Now some might say, but Eddie Lowe is an NPC in the game, and is even in a few side missions. How is this a myth? Well, yes, he is, not really a myth, but there are some mysteries surrounding him. It is revealed that he is a serial killer, and even articles about the murders he committed can be found in the Liberty Tree website. In one of the side missions, the player drives Eddie to a location where it is hinted that he will commit another murder. What remains a mystery is the number of his victims. A murder committed by Eddie is even reported on the radio, but the length of his murder rampage is not revealed.
Weasel News.
Liberty City remains under siege as another body was found, this time at the Liberty Ferry Terminal in Alderney City. A decapitated jogger who was getting fit in the wrong place at the wrong time. Detective John Atkinson has been working the case.
Oh, thank God he did it again. I was beginning to lose my media profile. We'll be making an arrest soon. How's my hair look?
If you liked the videos so far, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. Hellhounds. We do not know when or where this myth originated from, but there are still some that believe this could be real. However, the severe lack of evidence for hellhounds' existence gives little to no hope. The main sightings for hellhounds are Middle Park and the abandoned hospital. Some eyewitnesses claimed that they have seen the creature assaulting pedestrians in the game. Mysterious files have been found in the game with the title Dog Near. It's unknown if the purpose of these files have been found, but the myth remains ruled out as unlikely. Middle Park Whale. A myth that originated shortly after the game's release in 2008. It can be traced back to the GTA forums and GameSpot website. The rumors probably started because of a Liberty Tree article saying this. Unfortunately, there is no solid evidence to support this myth, and it was ruled out as just another nod from Rockstar Games to the myth hunting community. Haunted Baby Stroller. Now let's move to a slightly creepier myth. Rumors of this haunted baby stroller surfaced around 2011 and can be traced to videos from that year. Underneath the Broker Dukes Expressway, there is a small baby stroller sitting upright on the ground. Players claim that the stroller is haunted because sometimes it seems to move by itself. This may be the result of a spawn glitch, which could possibly cause it to roll down the incline by itself. There is evidence of this in many videos. Some even claimed that if one shoots at the stroller, a little girl's voice can be heard saying "Mommy." The stroller underneath the expressway is not the only one in the game. There are other baby strollers that spawn on beaches or under bridges around the city, but it seems like this particular one has gained notoriety for being the only one that is haunted. This myth was proven to be true. However, the proof is that the stroller can indeed be seen moving on its own, not if it's haunted. The question remains though, why did Rockstar Games include baby strollers if they never planned to include children in the game? Perhaps the strollers are just included in the game to make the city seem more detailed. Whatever the answer is, seeing a baby stroller moving on its own late at night in the game can be a pretty creepy experience. Abandoned Hospital Ghost. Another myth from 2008 and a very famous one. Originated from YouTube videos and then gaining traction in forums, the myth is about an abandoned hospital on Colony Island that is believed by players to be haunted. The claims differ from player to player, but most eyewitnesses say that they have seen dark silhouettes and unidentified figures walking through the hospital. The place is also where homeless people roam around, so skeptics theorize that they are just misidentified for these silhouettes and dark figures. There is also claims of screams and laughs echoing through the hallways. This is one myth that in which the rumors of being haunted may be caused from the many factors such as NPCs roaming around. There has been some evidence brought forward by myth hunters, but the myth itself being true is unlikely. However, the atmosphere and many details surrounding the place contribute to it being one scary place to explore. Abandoned Casino Ghost. Another similar myth to the hospital ghost is the abandoned casino ghost. This myth can be traced back to 2011 when videos uploaded on YouTube investigate the rumors of a haunting in the abandoned Alderney Casino, located in West Dyke, Alderney City. Similar to the hospital ghost, claims are of silhouettes, noises, and laughs. There are also reports of growling noises and strange knocking or creaking noises. It is theorized that these are ambient noises that were programmed to play inside the casino to simulate the sounds of an old building settling and shifting. So far, this myth is considered unlikely. Night Stalker. Now here is a myth that surfaced around 2020. Yes, that is right, almost 12 years after the release of the game. The myth tells of a stalker who is wandering through Liberty City at night. He is most notably sighted in subways, dark alleyways, and following the player on empty streets. He is believed to murder other pedestrians as well, usually out of sight of the player. The stalker has a damaged eye and wears a hooded jumper. He has a slumped walking animation and does not stand upright. He moves quickly and avoids the player line of sight at all costs. However, the myth lacks any credible evidence and is considered as a known modification to the game. The mod can still be found on GTA 4 modding websites. Satanist. It sounds like a ridiculous myth, doesn't it? Well, it's actually proven to be real. Although not exactly a myth with deep details, it is unclear when or from where this myth originated. In the city district of North Holland, a person wearing a hoodie can be found walking down a road. While not paranormal itself, this pedestrian model has a variant in which a pentagram symbol is printed on his back. It is believed that its spawn chances are very rare. The Satanist will walk around the sidewalk like any normal pedestrian, and it is unclear why its spawn is so rare. UFOs. Around the city, at almost any time throughout the day, the player can witness small blinking lights flying across the skies. These particular lights look very much like the strange lights in San Andreas. However, the difference is that these lights have little blinking strobe light above them, thus much more looking like high airplane traffic. Other than that, most of the online photos or videos showing any other type of alien aircraft in the game are the results of mods or hacks, making this myth unlikely. Glowing Man. Now this is a myth reported from online sessions of the game. It surfaced long after the game's release when a user posted an image on the GTA Wiki Facebook page that showed what appeared to be a glowing NPC wandering around a Liberty City subway station during a multiplayer match. There were many debates whether the glowing man was a myth at all, as some said it may be a rare glitch, while others believed the quality of the camera which was used to take the photo had high light sensitivity. Whatever the reason, the myth has been confirmed to be a hoax. ROTTERDAM Monster. It is unclear when this myth surfaced, but the claims are that a monster was sighted around the coast of Alderney near the shipwrecks. It was named Rotterdam Monster because it was believed that the stories of it originated from the 16th century in New Rotterdam, which is the former name of Liberty City. However, there is no solid evidence of this myth. Some video investigations were made, but other than some faked proof, nothing credible was brought forward. Doc's Ghost. The Doc's Ghost myth originated in 2008 when some videos were uploaded on YouTube about a ghostly entity reported to haunt the docks in Grummer Road, Northwood Heights. A myth hunter claimed that the rumors of the Doc's ghost originated from an unknown forum post, where an unnamed player said to have seen the outline of a woman and 4 other transparent construction workers standing on the docks. The nature of the sightings varies, but some rule out the events as glitches. Others suggest that this might be an undiscovered Easter egg. However, evidence is lacking, and so far, it is considered to be an unlikely myth. Colony Island Killer. Here is an interesting myth that made even some skeptics wonder if there is something more than just rumors and claims. It's not clear from where it originated, but videos on YouTube can be traced back to 2016. All of the reports of the killer come from the Colony Island Cemetery, but encounters are believed to be very rare. There is some very interesting details that point towards the killer's existence, and it's not just players' rumors. One detail is the baseball bat behind the lighthouse, which is believed to be the murder weapon used by the killer. Investigations revealed some very unusual pedestrian behavior in the area. At least once every 2 in-game days, a frenzied pedestrian can be seen fleeing from an unknown threat. There have also been some witness reports from myth hunters of pedestrians walking to the bushes and even crouching down as if they are trying to hide. Because of the rarity of these events, not much evidence could be gathered, and for now, the myth is considered unlikely. Spy helicopters. Spy helicopters is a myth originating in 2011 when players started to notice a certain peculiar helicopter in the skies. Reports claim that the helicopter would float idly in the sky, watching the player. More and more players would witness this helicopter watching them from above, and the myth was created. The areas of this interesting event vary, but many are from Union Drive in Algonquin. Investigators by the myth-hunting community revealed that the helicopter would always be idle, and would even turn directly to face the player. When given chase, it would usually be to no avail, as it would just fly away when the player closes in. Many video evidence was brought forward, revealing more details, and this myth was proven to be real. However, the reason for the helicopter spying on the player remains a mystery. One theory is that the spy helicopter is watching over Nico to record his criminal doings, which is something real-life police is known to do as well. Shipwrecks. Here we have another myth location like the Bloody Apartment. Around 2012, myth hunters brought some attention to a shipwreck of a large cargo vessel off the coast of Actor Industrial Park in Alderney. The majority of its deck is above water. Its body and hull are completely intact, but the boat is listing to the side as if it hit a reef or shallow ground. From the rust, it appears that the ship has been abandoned for a long time. What is strange about it is that the vessel is never mentioned at all within the game, and no mission ever takes place even near the shipwrecks. There are also other smaller shipwrecks in the waters around Liberty City, but their purpose, other than being a strange map detail, remains unknown. These are just some of the myths and legends in Grand Theft Auto 4. Some of them still being investigated today, and of course, just like San Andreas, the myths and legends claim went crazy, with some ridiculous myths surfacing up. Let's look at some of them. Elephant. In 2009, a myth surfaced about an elephant on the streets of Dukes. It is thought that the elephant can be seen after progressing further into the story of the game. Later, it was discovered that the photos and videos presented as evidence were from a mod. This myth was ruled out as false. Leprechauns. Now we are crossing the line from interesting to ridiculous. Yes, some believed in the existence of leprechauns in the game, and the evidence presented forwards is an Irish shop in Alderney called Leprechauns Winklepicker. Yes, that is right, just because of a shop with that name, this myth was made. There is no need to say that there is no genuine photos or videos of leprechauns running around Liberty City. Pyramid Head. Here we go again. This myth was born from a machinima known as Silent Hell, where some machinima creators, using mods of course, and programs, created a video where Pyramid Head shows up and is chasing the main character of the game, Nico. Some fans grabbed that and ran with it, insisting that the famous character from Silent Hill 2 is in GTA 4. Any photos and video evidence brought forward are fake. This myth is false. Spider-Man. Spider-Man in GTA 4. What is the base for this myth? A pedestrian talking on the phone, saying, and that's it. There's the base, which made some players believe Spider-Man is in the game. He is not. Ninjas. Ninjas? What? Just because an NPC can be seen practicing karate moves and meditation in Liberty City, someone came up with this myth of ninjas running around the city. This is clearly a false myth. Jack the Ripper. Nope. Maybe in GTA London. Go search for him there. Michael Myers. Yeah, you heard right. Just cause of a news report on the radio in the game that talks about a similar murder as the one in the original Halloween movie, someone believed that Michael is in GTA 4. No, he isn't. SLENDERMAN. Yep, the myth also makes an appearance in GTA 4, but SLENDERMAN himself does not. No, there is no evidence, no clues, no nothing. Leave Slendy alone. There are more ridiculous myths in GTA 4, but we are going to move on to the outro. To this day, the myths, legends, and rumors are still going in GTA 4, even after the release of GTA 5. To this day, players jump on the idea of investigating creepy places and rumors in the game. Stay tuned for a deep dive into Grand Theft Auto 5 myths and legends, and thanks for watching.